Welcome to the making of a DM. It's time to take out the garbage. We are in wild times. This is going to be an important show. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM, with the making of a DM. That's right, you are the deal maker and dream maker of your life. Today I'm sitting out back. You may hear some leaves ruffling. You might even hear a blower in the background somewhere. But I want to talk to you guys about some stuff today and kind of go, not necessarily unplugged because I do that all the time, but, you know, just kind of like I have 5 or 6 subject matters I want to hit with you guys, give you some insights and guidelines. But before I do, I want to say thank you so much. Right before I got on the show here today, I've gotten a bunch of messages from people talking about how they're gaining clarity with their family life, how they're gaining clarity with their business, how they're getting back on track. If you guys have been listening to my voice, sharing, you know, your comments and, you know, like this fuels me. I do this for free. I don't have sponsors. I don't have all that stuff. I just want to be impactful and valuable to you, the listener, because I value your time. You know, I don't charge to be here, but listen, your time is valuable. That's worth something. So I take this very serious, this 30 minutes, 60 minutes, however long we're here today. And if you're listening to me at 1.5, maybe 22 minutes. But if you got a chance, get over there and leave a 5-star review. Message me back on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Let me know what you said. I'll shoot you out a cool little free gift. But I'm here for you. I want to let you know that you're not alone. You know, in this crazy world of entrepreneurship, you would think that you're alone. But there's so many people. That's why I always post, like, I'm here working with you. I'm dealing with the shit you're dealing with. Lawsuits, bad employees, good employees, HR issues, tech opportunities, money getting stolen. We all deal with that. The question is, how quickly do you address it and move on from it and learn from it, right? But I'm getting ahead of myself here today. I want to talk to you about the garbage. You know, recently some knucklehead called a guy like me garbage, and 80 plus million people that, depending who you support. If you don't support who I'm talking about, well, I don't know if we have much in common at all, to be honest with you, because what's going on in this world is absolutely disgusting, to say the least. And there's a lot of amazing human beings, but the way they've created this lies, just after lie, after lie, after lie, after lie, it's absolutely disgusting. And so much so, like, we did mail-in ballots, and we're in Florida, and we actually got to fly to Florida because they randomly didn't send them to us. So we're leaving actually tomorrow to do that. And make sure you guys go vote. It's going to be a landslide at the highest level is the goal, right? So, but when I heard this term garbage, I keep thinking about how they like to project. But the truth is we all have garbage. It's not the kind of garbage you might be thinking about. When I hear garbage, I think the garbage between our ears, right? What are you consuming? What do you do with your time? How do you see the world, right? Because your perception is your reality. That's a fact. Your perception is reality. Is it hard to make 100,000? Is it hard to make 1 million? Is it hard to make 10 million? Is it hard to make 100 million? Is it hard to make 1 billion? We all have these perceived thoughts from what we know to what we think we know. And based off of that is how we make moves. So today's episode is about the garbage, decluttering the garbage in your brain. Who taught you to think the way you think? Oh, well, you know, my grandpa always said, well, your grandpa doesn't have the opportunities, and you got to understand, he had his garbage that he was dealing with that he carried over and over and over, and you might not have been as insightful as you are. The truth is, he didn't have the access to conversations like we're having right now. He didn't have access, maybe. He was working his ass off because he didn't have all these distractions and cell phones and internet and 25 million TV stations with nothing on. Like, he was working, too busy working. He didn't have time to introspect, to think about, shit, maybe that's not a good thought. Maybe that's not a good thing. And where did his thoughts come from? I don't know if you ever put thought into this, but like, do you question the bullshit you've told yourself? See, in the Dealmaker Alliance and the DM family, these groups I have, my job is to teach you a new way. But the truth is I can't show you a new way until we deprogram you to reprogram you. You don't go get a new computer and say, add new programs on it with a shitty operating system, because it ain't going to work. You have to take the old operating system on and put a new one in to get better results. That's how it works, right? I can show you a path to $100,000 a month, but if you don't believe it's possible to make 10 grand a month, you don't believe it. Everything you do, every action you take or lack of action, every thought, every conversation, everything you touch will turn to shit because you don't see what I see. You don't know what I know. And I'm talking out of experience. I used to be that guy. The truth is, I still am at some level, right? How do you make $100 million a year business without me being involved? I don't know how to do that yet, but I know how to do it in many millions. Back in the day, I just wanted to make $100,000 a year. That's it. I would have literally cut off my left nut to make 100 grand a year. I wouldn't do that now, but I have passively, right? In a hybrid of active. I don't like to use the word passively because everyone's, dude, I don't have to work and I can make millions. Well, you can. Right? If you have $50 million making 5% at the bank, it's $2.5 million passively, but we got to go get the money first. But I'm talking like I've created environments that pay out lots of money every month to me, every day, every month, every year, whatever, depending if I'm taking distributions at the end of the year, if I'm taking, monthly draws. There's lots of ways to do this game. But we have to get rid of the old garbage. We always have garbage. But what garbage is helping you or hurting you? See, some of us listening to my voice, your garbage is absolutely delusional garbage. You think you're the fucking king ding-a-ling and you ain't got two nickels to rub together. Ouch. That hurts. I used to be that guy. We're delusional. We think we're amazing. We think we're working really hard. But you don't understand, Mark. I don't need to understand your BS story you've told yourself. I don't care how hard you work. I care what you produce. There's a big difference. See, the truth is we've been taught to sit down, shut up, raise your hand. The bell rings at 8 a.m. The bell rings at 4 p.m. The lunchtime is between this hours. If you smoke, you get smoke break over here. If you have a baby, you get maternity leave and all these things. In business, if you're listening to my voice, that shit does not matter and it doesn't exist in our world. We focus on results, period. I don't care if I have to work 100 hours or 1 minute to get the result. My focus is the result. See, the old me, when I wanted to make $100,000 a year, I calculated I'd work 16 hours a day, 365 days a year. I'd miss every event, every family occasion, every holiday. I would work. My goal was the focus of getting $100,000 a year. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That was my thing. I never knew one person that made $100,000 a year in my life, ever. So when I was 18 years old, living with my parents, running a gutter company, that was my only goal. I didn't take lunch breaks. You can ask anybody that used to work for me. We didn't have time for fucking lunch. We had money to make. And when you want to eat in an efficient way. How? When we're in the truck going to the next job 15 minutes away. That's when you eat. It wasn't about time. I was a dick, but I was very focused on the objective. This game is not meant to be easy. The game is meant to be won. And to win a game, depending whatever level you're playing at, by the way, depends on your effort, your resources, and all these other things. Like that is the ultimate skill set of understanding what game you're playing. Because a lot of you think you're playing the big time game when you ain't got no money. Well, the big time game is, everyone says, I see all you guys post, dude, I need bigger problems, different levels, different devils. Fuck, dude. You keep having the same level, the same devil, the same problems for the last 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. When's it going to change? You need to get in a situation where you're sitting at the end of the road and you're like, what the fuck do I do? I'm getting sued by this person, millions of dollars. I only got $2.5 million in the bank. I'm getting sued $5 million, $10 million, $20 million. I'm being attacked at all angles. That's where magic happens. Monday, I was talking with a buddy. He's like, Mark, it's my worst year ever. Okay. He's like, dude, my feeling, I feel like it's off. I'm off. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work out. I'm not present with my family. This and that. I'm like, cool. What's your data say? Because that's what your feelings are saying. But what's your data say? Listen, the data's off a little bit, right? Business is off, but it's not that much. It's not like the world is ending off. And then he said something very interesting. Because the cool thing is my buddies don't quit. He's not a quitter. He's like, Mark, the good news is yesterday I signed the biggest deal I've ever done in my life. I'll make 7 figures on one deal. One deal. When everything's hard. When he's feeling like it's tough. I get it. Today, for instance, I'm a tad sick. Actually, a lot sick. I've been up since 1:30 in the morning. Got a head cold. I'm sitting out back trying to get some fresh air. Talking to you. And I'm pissed. I'm angry. So angry, I didn't even do any calls with my teams at all today because I know I'll blow up on all of them. The old Mark would show up and just fucking blast people. Truth. That's the true story. I'd be mean, condescending, just pissy today. You ever get in those pissy moods? If you do, don't bring other people to that party. It doesn't serve anybody. Instead, I sent a nice email. Hey, guys, I can't meet today. Schedule slammed. Shoot me an email update by noon on where you're at, what's going on, and we'll go from there. You know that feeling when you feel overwhelmed? The world is on your shoulders. There's a lot going on in the world. I got to travel now. I got my kids moving around. We got all this cool stuff going on. We got trick or treat. We got this. We got that. We got all, a lot of stuff going on. That's me today. But everything I just said is me feeling. I feel bad. I feel sick. I feel angry. I feel pissy. But my data is my business is growing today. Sales are happening as I'm speaking to you in all my businesses. Some employees are moving around. Some employees probably are dicking around. But things are moving. The old Mark, the immature business owner Mark, or wannabe business owner, I'd get in there and I'd literally create a lot of fires. So the reason I'm sharing this is because today I'm pissy. And if I brought people in my world and then I go over the top and be a jerk to all these folks, great people working and helping us to accomplish the vision and mission, the data piece, the objective. Now, all of a sudden, I'm not just having a bad day today. I'm going to have a bad week because they're going to have bad days. And we're going to have that rebuttal. It's going to be a process. So instead, I just do me today. Let's do a podcast to you, the listener, the entrepreneur, the individual. I know what you're going through because I am you. It's just maybe my garbage level's bigger or different. I just have different garbage, right? If you have a business that's doing $100,000 a year, $100,000 a month, $100,000 a day, I know how those feel because I've done all those. I know what it looks like. I know the challenges in all those cycles. I know it. I live it. I've lived it. I'm beyond some of them. I don't have a $100,000 problem in our business. That's why I'm always amazed. I have a group, it's $1,000 a month. Just the access. It's like a country club for entrepreneurs. Just to have access to 150 plus entrepreneurs around the country is worth the investment of $1,000 a month. Just that one piece alone. Not counting, we meet every week. Not counting, we have a private Facebook group. Not counting, we meet 2 or 3 times a year minimum in person. But just access. Knowing where you can connect with people that want to grow in all levels of life, from business, personal, relationships, and time. So I feel you. If you rewind and listen to my shows from the beginning of the year, there's a common theme. It's called Survive to 25. 2024, all election years typically have a lot of emotions going on. This one in particular. Because there's a lot of bad stuff going on. A lot. And there's a lot of emotional charge going on with that, right? You have to protect your brain. Don't let other people's garbage end up on you in your garbage bin. If they're having a bad day, let that be their bad day. It's not yours. Right? One thing, if you're listening to my voice and you like shit on people winning, you're never going to win. It just can't happen. It's even if you are potentially winning, you would never win mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and at the level of financial level you could because you shit on people winning. If you think solving this world's problem is tax the rich, you're mistaken. Why would they get, just so we're clear, there's about 800 billionaires, right? Why would you hire 87,000 IRS agents to go after the billionaires? That's like 1,000 agents per billionaire. That doesn't seem right, does it? Maybe if you have a brain, you realize they're coming to attack the middle class. Listen to my shows 3 years ago. They want to disseminate, they want to eliminate middle class. Control the poor. You can't control the rich, right? Control the poor, though. Like literally, how do I get 98% of the people poor so I can control them, keep my thumbs on them? Oh, you don't have to be a genius to see what's going on. I'm not here to get political. I'm here to talk about reality. Because this affects your brain. This affects your business. This affects your finances. This affects your relationships. I'd be very conscious right now specifically of who's saying what, who's doing what in your ecosystem, in your circle of friends. This time during this election is a great time to eliminate people out of your life. It might even be family members. I know it's harsh, but fuck it. Who cares? We only have one chance at this thing called life. The last thing I'm going to do is hang out with a bunch of dipshits that don't have a brain to think. I want people that are growing, pushing, creating, helping, and succeeding at levels and pushing me to be better every day. I'm not looking to talk down to you. I'm not looking to tear your building down to make my building look bigger. I want you to build a bigger building to give me the inspiration to go build a bigger one than you. And then I want you to, then we joint venture and we build another bigger one together. That's the kind of friendships I want. These are times with this garbage shit that you start realizing how people really think. Because this is deep-rooted shit. Pay attention in your circle of friends when you're talking. I call this the king of the dipshit mentality, right? When you're hanging out with 5 buddies and you're all having a beer, cigar, or whatever you guys do for fun, and they're talking, listen to what they talk about. Are they talking about progress? Are they talking about plans and future plans? Are they pushing you? Do you feel charged when you talk to them? Do you feel excited or do you feel depleted? Do you feel embarrassed? Do you feel like you have to downplay your success? Because if you actually told them what the fuck you're doing, they'd look at you like you're a zombie. They'd tell you to get a life. They'd tell you to stop bragging. If they're saying that, these are not the people you need to be rolling with. Minimize it to once a year. And I'm talking about life. If they're not pushing you to be a better husband, a better wife, a better spouse, a better friend, a better partner, a better everything, you need people to push you to be better. Not just push you, but to lead by example. And if you don't see a leader out there, you are the leader. You need to lead. Yes, it's hard. Yes, there's a big responsibility to do it. That's why you feel this way. That's why when I'm talking to you right now, you're feeling a little weird. You're feeling a little awkward. You're feeling, maybe you want to push pause because you're getting pissed off because you know you could do better. It's time to recycle the bullshit garbage. Let's get the old garbage out and let's get new garbage. We live in an amazing time to be alive. Our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and everyone below us never had the opportunity we have now, and I do not want you to piss this opportunity away. There's so many ways to generate revenue. You could utilize AI. You could do real estate, umpteen trillion ways, right? You could build a community. There's so much you can do, but it's going to take a new you. It's going to take you leaning into it. Stop watching football all fucking day. Stop playing video games. I can't even believe grown men play video games, by the way. That's a whole nother story. But these are things that you have to buckle down and get serious with. This is life. Are you able to retire your parents? Are you able to take your dream vacations whenever you want? Are you able to take care of your kids? Are you able to take care of the people you love the most? Are you to love to give into charities to help support people on the whim. You don't have to budget it. You just do it because it feels right. That's where I need you at. I need you generating millions of dollars a year. I need you being a great family man or family gal. I need you to be a great friend. I need you to be a great leader. I'm not here to teach fucking people to be schleps and get on the ground and do as I said. I want to lead leaders. That's my job. I don't want you to wait for me to tell you what to do. I want you to come back to me with solutions so we can do bigger stuff together. That's how we win bigger. Yes, it's a big responsibility for all of us. They're watching us, our kids, our friends, our family, people that talk shit to us. I'm 28 half of the years in the game, and people still that know me the best tell me, when am I going to grow up and get a real job? I have bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger bank accounts, bigger lives, bigger everything, better than all these fuckers. And yet they still talk shit because they're dealing with their bullshit garbage. Because if they actually admit that I know what the fuck I'm doing, they actually admit they're not living the life to the fullest, they actually have to figure out how to do something about it. And most aren't willing to do that. But you are. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to my voice. If this show's resonating with you and you don't leave a 5-star review, something that takes 1 minute, these are things that you have to start doing. You have to start letting people know what the fuck you believe in, what you feel. There's nothing noble about being silent. Oh yeah, man, I want to be the quiet guy. Why? Let it be known what you're up to. Get some accountability to your shit. It's funny. Everyone's like, Mark, I need accountability. Yeah, right. Everyone says that until you're held accountable. We want it until it's hard. And then they hold us accountable, and then they don't want it. What do you really want? What do you want this game of life to look like for you? We got to pick a plan, and we got to execute it. Your plan is different than my plan. What do you want? I talk about this all the time. A lot of you don't know what the fuck you really want. I want a lot of money. No shit. We all do. What do you want? So let me help you here. Number one, start with what you don't want. I don't want to travel 7 days a week. I don't want to work 18 hours a day. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. And then start working backwards. Okay, cool. What do I want now? Well, if I don't want to work 18 hours a day, but I'm cool to work 10 hours a day. Cool. And don't be stupid here. Don't say I want to fucking work 1 hour a day when you ain't got shit going on. You got to work. You got to put time in. You got to get focused. You got to get real with yourself. Stop listening to all these fucking 23-year-old wannabe influencers that are making money off of you because you're too fucking stupid giving them your money, acting like they're going to solve your problems. There's no kid that has no relationship that's going to teach you how to be in a better relationship with God, money, or any of that bullshit. Get serious. A 60-year-old guy can't pay a 22-year-old kid how to lose weight because it's different. Your body's different at 60 as opposed to 20. I'm not saying he can't hold you accountable and help you, but Jesus, go find someone 50, 60, 70, someone that, like, the life that you can understand. Like, yes, this guy gets me. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to the guy and getting financial advice from some fucking broke joker. Are you? Unfortunately, most of you are. I would never give a guy $1,000. That's a scam. He's so good. Why would he do it for free? Well, that's why you're fucking broke. We all know if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. Shit, people pay and they still don't pay attention. But I'll gladly take the money because that's on you, not me. I'm showing up. If you go buy a shirt at the Nordstrom for $200, do you think the Nordstrom person that sold you the shirt's wondering if you fucking wore the shirt? They don't care. You paid money for something you wanted. You got it. What you do with it is up to you. But Nordstrom isn't in business to hand that shit out for free, are they? Why would you? Why would I? Again, that's bad garbage. Stupid-ass garbage. Are you going to take advice from a 400-pound person on how to lose weight? Nope. So why would you take financial advice from a broke person? You wouldn't. It's stupid. Am I going to take marriage advice from someone that's been through 3 divorces, that's getting cheated on every time they're in a relationship, that hates their life, that looks like shit, that talks like shit, that acts like shit, that has nothing? No. So why would you? Why? Be careful who you follow. They're not worried about you. They're worried about them. We have to deprogram your thoughts to get new thoughts, to start playing around with this stuff. Another thing you need to do, your time. What do you do all day? I'm genuinely amazed. And you ask my team, ask anybody, if they're not creating stuff and doing big stuff and doing anything for that matter, let alone creating revenue, I don't know what the fuck you do all day. Nor do you. Because if you ain't making money and you ain't creating anything, what are you doing all day? Oh man, I'm busy. Busy doing what? Busy talking about it? Busy thinking about it? Busy acting? What are you busy doing? Most people are busy lying. Lying to everybody, including themselves mostly. If you ain't got shit, you ain't doing shit, you're lying. So take stock of your day in 15-minute increments. What do you do all day? Green for revenue generating, red for you shouldn't be doing, and orange is just shit that's got to get done. Simple. Do that for a week or two and watch how full of shit you are. Mark, I'm not making any money. Let me see your calendar. I see your calendar that you did just 15-minute increment things on. I see 3 green marks in it, but a lot of red and a lot of orange. How do you expect to make money if you've only done 3 activities in an entire week to ask or generate revenue? We need to flip it. Who knows you? What podcast shows are you doing? What one-to-many actions are you doing? How many hands have you shook? I talked to a guy yesterday, actually. He's like, dude, my business is suffering. Cool. What's suffering about it? Well, man, just money's not there. You know, worst month I've had. Okay, understood. I've had those months. But what are you doing? Who are you talking to all day? What are you talking about? How many people did you make an offer to today? Oh, man, today's just been a busy day. Okay, cool. How many yesterday? Well, I'd have to check. That means none, by the way. Well, how many in the last week? Well, I've talked to a couple people. So in 7 days, I need to make money. I need to sell. I need to generate revenue for my company. And I've only talked to 2 individuals in 7 days. No fucking wonder you ain't making money. Guys, this is not rocket science. This is simple. Simple. Get with 3, 4, 5, 10, the more the better people and make an offer. Connect. See how you could be valuable to them. See what they need help with. If you have something to sell them that could help solve their problem, sell the shit. If not, refer it and collect a fee for referring it. Become resourceful. Become the connector. Be a source of energy. Help people out. We need it more now than ever. But we got to pick a plan and execute it. In all seriousness, over the next 7 days, just go Google Excel document, simple basic calendar. I did email follow-up. That's yellow or red or orange, whatever color code you want. Anything money revenue generating is green. When I'm on a sales call, green, right? What are you doing? What do you do all day? That's a good way to get visibility. Get real with yourself. Entrepreneurship is about being super honest with yourself. If you ain't making money, you're probably not talking or selling to anybody. That's the facts. You're probably dealing with bullshit staff, probably dealing with bullshit marketing stuff that might work. You're testing, you're trying all these. Dude, get back to the basics. Back to the basics. Shaking hands, kissing babies, and selling. That's what you got to do. All day, every day. It never goes away. Ever. And we got to take stock. What trash do you have? What garbage do you have that's holding you back? You got to get in a room of people to start helping you. You got to be in the country club of entrepreneurs. That'd be like the Dealmaker Alliance. It's $1,000 a month. If you're not in there, shame on you. You're working too hard. It's $1,000 a month. That's a lot of money. That's the problem. It's not. $1,000 a month is not a lot of money at all. And if you think it is, that is a problem. That's garbage, by the way. You got to stretch yourself. You got to get in the environment. You got to realize how $1,000 a month is not a lot of money if that's your thinking. If you're in a room of 150 amazing entrepreneurs all paying at least $1,000 a month, don't you think something positive could happen from that? You're not paying for who's in there. You're paying for who's not in there. Let me say it again. You're not paying for who's in that room. You're paying for who's not in the room. Who's not in that room? Shit talkers, tire kickers, negative Nellies, non-action takers, wannabes. These are people that are genuinely investing in themselves. They're just like you. They're hard workers. They want better for their lives. They want to help other people. They're resourceful, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get the results. It's a choice. And every day you listen to my voice that you are not a part of like the DM Alliance or the DM family. The DM family is $50,000 a year, right? But you get in their ecosystem. Have a conversation with me or Jamie on the team. See if it's a fit. See why it's not a fit. You might not be a fit. That's cool. But have a conversation. Just get yourself in the game. Anoint yourself to be in the game. Anoint yourself to be in the position to be a millionaire. Anoint yourself to be a multimillionaire. Anoint yourself to have the life that you've been dreaming of. I'm giving you permission to give yourself permission if that's what you're looking for. You don't need anybody's permission. You just have to believe you can do it, get in the right rooms, and go execute it and do it. You're worth it. Your dreams are worth it. You know that feeling knowing that there's more to life? That's because your dreams are so big and you know you need to do them, and time hasn't caught up with the process yet. Let's get going today. You can shoot me a message on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Just say podcast-alliance. Podcast-alliance. I want to talk to you. No one responds to you except me. It's amazing that you guys don't respond to people saying, hey, I'm asking you to fucking reach out. Yeah, but you're busy. Am I? That's your garbage, not mine. You don't know my goals. You don't know my agenda. My agenda is this, real simple. To help people accomplish better for their life. That's my agenda. That's it. I don't need your $1,000. I want it. I don't need it. I want to help the right people. My job for the DM community is to protect the community, not to sell someone a $1,000 program. It's to bring people like yourself that want to be a part of a community. And my job is to pre-qualify you on the front end to make sure that you are a good fit. And if you're not, tell you what you need to do and where you need to be and maybe refer you to somewhere else. But the majority are a good fit. They don't give themselves enough credit. They don't see their value to the world. You guys are all valuable. If you're still listening to my voice, you have massive value. But are you living up to the value you know you're capable of? I want you to pick a plan and execute it. You have so much value to bring to yourself and the family and your world. And like, we got this. No matter who becomes the president, we know who's going to win, but if they'll win properly or not, like the man is going to win. And are they going to let him get in? That's the real question. But at the end of the day, we need a landslide. And the landslide I'm talking about is not the one you might be thinking about. I want you to have a landslide in your life. I want you to win in every part of your life. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes resources. You got to go all in. Go all in on you. No one else is going to except you. I want nothing but the best for you. I want to see you live the life. I don't care if it's with me or someone else. Just live the life that you're capable of living. It's an amazing life. When you get out of your own way, know that you don't know anything. Know that you're receptive to all. Get excited when people are winning around you. Win with them. Win with winners, baby. It is a real thing. Get winning with winners. Winner becomes a lot easier. Winning becomes a lot easier when you're winning with winners. You got this. Pick a path. Execute the path relentlessly. All right, I got to go. Make today count. Peace.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. And I come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker,
This is the podcastfactory.com.